The story doesn't end with everything fixed. It ends with him walking into the next part of his life with clarity, maybe for the first time. He knows who he is, he knows where the cracks are, and he knows the only way forward is to stay honest, stay direct, stay awake. He is not finished. He's just beginning. He didn't carry a dramatic past, but the small cuts mattered. The moments when he learned to stay quiet, the early lessons that told him trouble comes when you take up too much space. He remembered being young and wanting things he never said out loud, wanting to be seen, wanting to feel safe, wanting someone to ask what was going on in his head. He remembered the people who shaped him without knowing it. A father who taught strength but not softness. A mother who loved in ways she could manage, not in ways he needed. Friends who drifted, lovers who tried, people who misunderstood him because he didn't offer them anything to understand. His past wasn't a wound. It was a blueprint he kept rebuilding his life on without noticing. There were relationships that impacted him, even if he pretended they didn't. Someone who wanted more from him than he could give at the time. Someone who challenged him in ways he wasn't ready for. Someone who left without explanation, and someone he walked away from because staying would have meant being honest. He started noticing patterns, how he kept conversations on the surface, how he gave enough to seem open, but never enough to be truly vulnerable, how he built a reputation for being dependable, but rarely let anyone be dependable for him. Still, there were a few people, rare ones, who saw past his armor. Those were the ones he didn't forget. His inner voice was blunt, sometimes cruel, sometimes wise. On good days, it kept him steady. On bad days, it reminded him of every mistake he hadn't made peace with. He had thoughts he never said aloud because he assumed no one would know what to do with them. Thoughts about wanting a different life, wanting deeper connection, wanting courage. Thoughts about the fear that if someone really knew him, how he thinks, how he worries, how he second guesses, they'd walk away. But he also had moments of clarity, moments when his honesty cut through the noise, when he told himself the truth even if it hurt, that he wanted more than survival, that he deserved more than stillness. The shift wasn't a crisis. It was a quiet realization. He couldn't keep living the same internal loop. It happened in a simple moment, late night, empty room, unexpected conversation, or even just hearing himself say something that rang too true. He recognized the weight he'd been carrying wasn't fate, it was habit. He didn't change overnight, but he changed direction. He began asking questions he'd avoided. He let himself want things again. He allowed people to come closer, even if the closeness scared him. He tested honesty like someone dipping a hand into cold water, not ready to dive, but unable to stay fully out. That was the turning point, choosing not to hide from himself anymore. Now that he had cracked open the old patterns, he found himself reaching for something more grounded. Real connection, real purpose, real presence. He wasn't trying to be heroic, he just wanted to be whole. He started showing up differently, in conversations, in decisions, in the way he carried himself. And the world responded in ways that surprised him. People listened, opportunities opened. Life felt less like something happening to him, more like something he was part of. He was no longer just the man who endured. He was becoming the man who lived.